Hey there, Gemini, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a reading for February 15th through the 29th, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Gemini, if this reading resonates and you want to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do and want to say thank you, please consider buying me a cup of coffee or two. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Okay, main energy for your reading is the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, you get the High Priestess. Your intuition, your higher self is really guiding you during this reading, during the next 2 weeks and moving forward, because this is also near future. You're moving slowly. You're really taking your time here, which is not super characteristic of you because you are an air sign. You're like, go, like, let's make things happen, right? With the Knight of Pentacles, for whatever reason, you're moving slowly, but it seems to work for you. The main signs that I'm seeing, obviously this reading is for all signs. The main ones that I'm seeing are Pisces, Taurus. So those may be your person's energies. And also the numbers that I'm seeing are 18, 5, and that's that. So I don't know if those mean anything to you. In the recent past, you get the 10 of Cups, the Moon, and the King of Wands. There is a lot of happiness here for you. Like the 10 of Cups is one of the happiest cards in the entire tarot deck. And you're showing me like, I'm really feeling myself here in the recent past. I feel good. I feel attractive. I feel great. I feel sexy. I feel radiant. I feel charismatic, successful. And on top of that, I also feel very happy. There's something here which either you're refusing to look at in the recent past or it's just not time for you to discover it. So the universe is kind of keeping it concealed. We'll see what that is when we clarify. In the current situation, you get the King of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords. There's some emotional pain that you're healing in the current situation, but you're kind of like the way you're going about your healing is almost like in a bit of a stubborn way. It's kind of like you've had this plan for yourself of like, this is what healing looks like. This is how I'm going to heal my emotional pain. And you're also trying to, like the way you're going about it, it's almost like you're trying to force or like coerce yourself into healing in a specific way. For example, let's say you are going through whatever this emotional pain is that you're healing and you're like, okay, I have to journal twice. I get to cry 3 times and that's it. I'm healed. And then let's say you need to cry 4 times. You're like, no. This is not how I'm allowing myself to heal. I heal 3, like I cry 3 times and I journal twice and that is healing. You know, like you're almost like very stubborn about it. And I don't know if that's actually working for you in the current situation because at the bottom of the deck, you get the High Priestess. Your intuition's guiding you here. This is not an energy that listens to intuition. In the near future, you get the 8 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of clarity coming in here for you in the near future, and the way you're getting this clarity is through conversation. There is some communication, some conversation, something coming in, which gives you that like, oh, I get it now. And it has to do with a connection or someone or something that's been in your life for a very long time. Let's see. Let's start clarifying. You've definitely piqued my interest, Gemini. Let's take a look at the Knight of Pentacles as the main energy for your reading. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Magician, the Chariot, and the King of Wands. You get the King of Wands in the recent past. You're really manifesting like things happening a lot more rapidly for you. So whatever timeline you have in your head for this whole thing, and again, I don't know exactly what this is because we just started the reading, but you have a certain timeline in your head. You're like, it's going to take 2 days. It's going to take 4 days. You know, I'm in control, like yada. Whatever timeline you have in your head, things are moving a lot more slowly than you expected. There is still progress being made. Things are still happening. They're just not happening as quickly as you would like. And you're showing me the main focus of your energy, the main thing that you're manifesting is it going by more quickly. So it could be this healing process that we're seeing because at the bottom of the deck, you get the 5 of Swords. This to me is my, you know, I call it my bullshit card, but it's essentially like you're trying to do something which you know is not going to work, but you're going to try anyway. It's kind of like trying to make the universe work faster. You know, the universe works on its own clock. Nobody speeds up the universe, but you still want it to. Let's see. Let's take a look at the 10 of Cups in the recent past. Ten of Cups is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Justice. You're showing me that your happiness comes from work. So it could, at the bottom of the deck, you get the Empress. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. You derive a lot of happiness from doing work. Now, I don't know if you genuinely enjoy your job, but it's more so an energy of like, I'm keeping busy, so I'm able to like not think, not feel, right? This is what feels balanced to me. Not feeling, holding off, closed off emotionally, because you're focusing all your energy on your work, your career, your job, whatever it is, your hobby. That feels good to you. That makes you happy, right? Now, again, idle hands, I totally get it, right? The more you keep your hands occupied, the less you have to think. But in this type of an energy, it's almost like you're using work or your job or whatever as an excuse to not think, to not feel. And you're showing me it works for me. Like it genuinely makes you happy. It's not like you're lying to yourself here and trying to convince yourself it makes you happy. You're genuinely happy about not thinking in the recent past. Let's take a look at the moon. Moon is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Ten of Swords. Yep. Something ended. A connection, someone that was in your life for a very, very long time, it ended. And you've been stuck in that energy. You haven't been able to get over it. You haven't been able to move past it. Nothing. Like you were just stuck in that energy. And so by focusing on your job, you're able to not feel. You're able to kind of like suppress it and ignore it, right? And pretend like it's not there. All of your energy is focused on your job, your career, working. So there's no energy left over to think about the ending, to focus on the ending, to feel the ending. But you're also not making any progress in moving past the ending. It's literally like you're just taking this ending, you're putting it aside, covering it with some dirt. You're like, okay, just stay there. You're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, but at least I don't have to look at you all day. And again, it seems to work for you in the recent past, Gemini. It really does. Let's look at the King of Wands. King of Wands is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Moon, which you got in the recent past right here, and the Ace of Pentacles. What you're also suppressing is your unhappiness and your desire to kind of start over. Now, whether or not you want to have a new beginning with this person or whether or not you're just literally like, I want to turn a new leaf, that's going to be different for each of you. But essentially you're showing me like by suppressing this, I don't feel the pain. I don't focus on the ending, but I also am not moving past it. I'm stuck. Now, on the surface, if somebody looks at you, Gemini, they would never know that this is what you're going through. They would never know that you're going through this pain, these energies, nothing. Because on the surface, you're looking like cool, calm, collected, awesome, successful, like you're the best thing walking around. Like you're God's gift to mankind is the kind of energy that you're giving off. So people wouldn't really know that this is what you're going through. And that kind of actually plays in your favor because you like it. You like the fact that you're able to like not fool people, but that people don't know your business. People don't know what's actually happening internally for you behind the scenes. Let's take a look at the current situation. Start off with the King of Pentacles in the current situation. King of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Cups, which you got in the same row in the recent past, the Four of Wands, and the Temperance. This person, and again, I don't know if you're dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This connection was in your life for a very, very long time. This connection made you happy. It was a very strong bond. It was very emotionally fulfilling as well, right? And you're showing me like I was with this person. I was in this connection for a long, long time. Like this person became part of like my landscape, right? It's almost like you can't really remember life before them or what it was like before them. Like that's how much of a fixture they were. That's how long you were together. That's how like incorporated into your day to day this person became. Let's look at the Three of Swords in the current situation. Three of Swords is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Emperor, the Nine of Wands. You do want to reconcile with this person. You're showing me the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You're single in the current situation. You're single and you do want a reconciliation. You do want to come together with this person again. You are also very, very heartbroken, right? And so it's almost like your emotions of pain are mixing in with your emotions of I want to reconcile. And what you're doing is essentially fending all of it off. You're compartmentalizing. You're taking the desire to reconcile, you're putting it in a box. You're taking the heartbreak, you're putting that in a box. you're literally just creating like walls all around you so that you don't feel, you don't see, you don't like, it's almost like if it's out of sight, out of mind. If I don't see the fact that I want to reconcile, then it's out of my mind. And if I set aside the heartbreak and I don't deal with it, that's out of my mind. Literally, look at this card. She's in the middle of like a circle with a bunch of sticks, right? And she's in the center and she's put up all these sticks to protect herself from everything around her, right? You've almost like barricaded yourself into this like little room where again, the pain, the I want to reconcile, the I miss them, all of that is somewhere else. But you're also stuck in this like little circle. There's not much movement in here. The reason you're doing this is because this is how you maintain control. This is how you feel like you're in control of the situation, in control of yourself, and you don't let the feelings, any feelings that you're feeling, kind of get out of hand and get the better of you in the current situation. Let's look at the Four of Swords in the current situation. Four of Swords is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. You want to start healing. And you're allowing yourself to start this healing journey, okay? But the more you, like, okay, remember you're in this circle where you don't feel anything. The second you remove one of these sticks and you start feeling something, right? That's the path towards healing, which is great. You're starting to heal. But then along with this healing, you're constantly confronted with, I want to start over. I want a new beginning in love. I want to reconcile. I want, whatever it is. You're showing me Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, like you want a new beginning. And every time you kind of like step out of the circle and you start healing, you're like slapped in the face with, I miss them, I want them back, I want to reconcile. And then you kind of pull back again, right? It overwhelms you. It's kind of like, imagine you're in a room and it's all quiet. And then the second you open the door, all you hear is a bunch of noise. I want them back. I miss them. I want them. And then you're like, oh my God, this is too noisy. This is too overwhelming. Let me shut the door again. So that's kind of like, there's a little bit of back and forth in the current situation from the healing perspective for you, because it's like you want to start healing, but the second you step out into that healing energy, you're also bombarded with all the feelings, right? So you're a little overwhelmed with that in the current situation. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands in the near future. Eight of Wands is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, which is the main energy for your reading, and the Six of Swords. You're waiting on communication from this person. It's almost like you're expecting them to communicate. You're expecting them to reach out at some point. It's not a question of if they're going to reach out. Like you're showing me, I know they will at some point. It's just a matter of when that's going to happen, right? And it's almost like you're showing me, I know it's taking them a long time, but I know this communication is coming. Now, this person, whoever you're waiting on communication from, they're the ones that walked away. You didn't walk away. They did. So you're waiting for them to reach out. You're waiting for them to communicate. But it's not a waiting of, I hope this happens. This is a waiting of like, I know it's going to happen. I just don't know exactly when. Let's clarify the Hierophant in the near future. Oh, Hierophant is clarified by the Two of Wands, Eight of Wands, Six of Pentacles. You're not going to wait as long as you think you are. Here you're showing me I'm going to wait a while. I don't know how long. You go from the Three of Wands to the Two of Wands. The duration of time that it takes for them to communicate is a lot shorter than you think. And I do feel like the way they come at it, like the way they approach this communication is very lighthearted. So I don't feel like they're going to come in out the gate and be like, hey, you know what? Let's talk about the heavy stuff. It's going to be very lighthearted, very fun, kind of like testing the waters, exchanging energies, right? To kind of get the ball rolling. And then once it starts moving, then the heavy stuff is going to come. But first, this person that you're dealing with, they're not going to come up to you and just be like, hey, Gemini, let's talk about like the real deep stuff. It's going to send you a TikTok. They're going to send you a story. They're going to send you something, like to kind of get the energies flowing before they start diving deep. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords in the near future. Ace of Swords is clarified by the Death, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of clarity surrounding this ending. So if you've been in the dark as to why things ended, why this person ended it, why they walked away, whatever, right? Things are going to shift. It's going to happen very, very quickly. Like I said, you're not going to have to wait as long as you think to hear from this person. And For those of you that are confused about the ending, you're going to get a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding surrounding this ending. And it's not like bullshit understanding. This isn't like excuses. This is this person genuinely communicating with you and talking to you from a place of vulnerability, which is why you're showing me, okay, now it's all clear to me. Nice. Okay, let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind for this reading, Gemini. From the universe, you get the Sun, the Judgment, and the Tower. Yep, you're going to get a lot of clarity and a lot of understanding and like realization around why things ended the way they did. I feel like this ending was very surprising, but it also kind of came out of nowhere for you, and it was very destabilizing. Like I said, this person and this connection was in your life for a very, very long time. And the way it ended was kind of like out of left field for you. You didn't really see it coming. And so you're going to be getting a lot of clarity, like genuine, deep clarity around this ending and around everything that happened, which you're in the current situation still unclear about. So Gemini, that's what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.